Hey guys, what's going on? I should turn this light on. Boom. That's a little bit better. Uh, it's Kenny Too Many. Welcome back to another Too Many Convos, another episode. And today, well, I assume if anybody watches my videos, um, I say a lot of things. And I'm sure, positive, because if you think of anybody who talks about the things I talk about and the ways that I talk about them, um, do they practice what they preach? So, do I practice what I preach? That's sort of what I'm going to talk about today. Um, so, I know I talk a lot and I say a lot of things and items and I get preachy to a degree. Um, and do I follow what I do? Is it tested? Is it bullshit? Et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? Um, I literally practice what I preach, more on the practice part. Um, and I only talk about it and bring it up if I know it's working. It works and it's tested. Now, obviously, everybody's different, so not all things work for all peoples, which is why I discuss different types of things, paths, items, events, etc. And that's, but also I have tested and proved, at least within my life, that these things work to a degree. Now, I'll sometimes rip and replace things that work better for me than other things, but everything I talk about. Um, is something I believe in. Just not here to listen to myself talk and spew. I want to help people, and this helps me help myself. Um, there are specific people out there that I hope watch these videos that helps make them want to be better and be better and grow and be happy and healthy and all of these things. I do this because I want to help people. Um, so I do practice what I preach. Absolutely. And there's a lot of things I don't bring up that I tried to practice and I try to do, and they don't work. So why talk about them? It doesn't help. So, like, in regards to, like, I'll start like health. Um, Personally, I've lost and gained between 40 and 60 pounds multiple times in my life. Um, Back when Peyton, my youngest, was born, um, I weighed like 250 pounds. I had high cholesterol. I got really scared at one point, and started paying attention to my diet, and I lost all the weight, and I got down to like 190. And then stress, a bunch of things happened in life, and stress started creeping up, and I stopped taking care of myself from a dieting perspective, and ballooned back up to like around 240, and that was when I was working at Signet. And then COVID happened, and I dropped a bunch of weight again, and I was down to like 175. It was like I was shredded the summer of COVID, and my dad died, and all the shit that I've been dealing with for the past few years, honestly. And I blew him back up to like between like 210 and like 220, say. And just recently, I've gotten back down. Um, but what I did this time differently is I built my current schedule and like lifestyle sequence for sustainability. Whereas the other times I didn't build them sustainable and I allowed shit to get the best of me and not happen. But I built this platform with sustainability in mind. It's scheduled. Um, I like I allow myself to slip from dieting to kind of keep myself in normalcy. Um, but it's built for sustainability and it works. You know what I mean? Some intermittent fasting here and there, making up workouts when I miss them, all this kind of stuff. But I built it with sustainability in mind. And it keeps me accountable, and it keeps me happy, and it keeps me healthy, and it keeps me positive. Um, from from a mentality perspective, I tried a lot of things, to, how to deal and grow, etc. How to be better. Um, and 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 what I realized is you just have to own how you feel it comes down to mentally and emotionally, but you got to know and own how you feel and who you are, et cetera, et cetera. You need to really be the person who's in tune with themselves. Uh, so in that regard, like what I talk about in uh, anchor points for positivity and not losing your momentum and not focusing on negative things are things I actively do day in and day out. That's why I preach them, because they help me. And it rolls into the health part too, because a healthy mind helps you with a healthy body. But even like when it comes to learning and professional growth and personal growth, I talk about books and readings and scheduling, calendar, etc. I really do preach this stuff. I'm reading two books right now. I'm reading a Star Wars book, which is obviously a fictional book, but it's allowing me to read, but it's also allowing me to read something I enjoy. And then I'm reading a professional book intel with that, which is called Traction. Um, I like to pair this up, a little bit of dry reading, a little bit of good reading, and it keeps my mind sharp. And I'm doing this actively, not just one and done. I schedule everything. It helps segment the thought process in my mind so I can put the focused energy into what that part is scheduled for that period of time, whether it's work with quoting, proposing, etc. Like if I segment it out, I go in that and I only do those items there, and then I move on. And if I have left over, then I can go back if I have more time and I can schedule that. But it keeps it all right up here so I do not get overwhelmed. Having a calendar is key. Having all of your my calendar on my phone. If I look at my calendar on my phone, let's see if I can show up with it. Like, look at that. It's all scheduled out. There's work stuff and personal stuff on there, but everything is scheduled out so I don't lose sight of anything. That's key. It's taking the thought process out of what you have to do in a particular month, day, etc. Um, Getting on a schedule and doing the same things every day, not everything the same day, because you stagnant, and you need to change things and whatnot to keep things fresh. But that's not exactly what I'm talking about. What I'm really talking about is like what you can take out, the needless conversations and decisions you can take out. Like I get up at the same time every day. I do the same morning routine. I don't make any decisions about it. I get up and do it. I get up at 6. I go down on the bike for between 35 and 45 minutes. I go out and run 2 miles. I come back. If I have time before work, I will do a 30-minute workout with like weights, and then I'll go do the ponies, and then I go to work for the day. That is, nothing changes. There's no decisions going on. The coffee automatically makes itself at 7 a.m. I just do that. And it creates such awesome positive momentum for the day. Now, that's a lot for a lot of people. That's not a small amount of shit to do when you wake up first thing in the morning, but it's good for me. But I take those needless decisions out of the way so the decisions I'm making throughout the day actually have worth. Um, Even lunch, essentially, I eat the same lunch every day. I take yogurts mixed with protein powder, mixed with fruits, some oats, honey, just like something simple like that, packed with protein, packed with nutrients and whatnot. And I eat that almost every day. Takes another decision out of the thing. It helps segment your mind. Now, not everybody is as scatterbrained as I am. A lot of my ADHD brothers and sisters out there know what I'm fucking talking about. Um, but taking small decisions out of your day to allow your brain the time and ability to process the bigger decisions definitely helps you. So, I mean, that's like, that's essentially like, I do practice what I preach. Absolutely. And I wouldn't say anything I don't actively do myself or have done or has worked for me. I'm not a preacher. I'm not here to tell everybody how they live their life. I'm telling everybody of my struggles, what I find that works, what I've experienced, what works for me, what could possibly help you. It's always looking for options. I just want to help everybody. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's the long and the short of it. I practice what I preach. I'm not just sitting here listening to myself talk. Um, I appreciate everybody who watches these videos, who watches my short, who watches all my TikTok clips. I truly appreciate it. You're helping the content and the channel grow. Like, subscribe if you're new around here, share, please. Social medias are below. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next week for the next episode. Later.